Om Vishweshwari Tvam Puripashi Vishwam Vishwatmikadharayasiti Vishwam Vishveshubandhya Bhavati Bhavanti Vishvashrayai Tvai Bhakti Namra Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Queen of the Universe, Divine Mother, you protect the universe. As the self of the universe, you support the universe. You are the goddess, worthy to be adorned by the Lord of the universe. They become the refuge of the universe, who bow in devotion and love for you and dedicate their life for you. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So today, yes, our topic is fighting the demon within. That's true. Before fighting, we should have to diagnose who are the enemies. Perfectly true. Finding and then fighting. Just you have heard beautiful words of the Vedanta, no? Powerful, very powerful. Find out that strength, find out that power within. And the question is that is within. But what has happened to us? We are the victims of all types of suffering and pain, no? And we live in a terrible world of all troubles and troublemakers. And all the enemies, who are the enemies? Our joy, our spiritual life, our peace, our happiness has been blocked by some outside forces, as it were. And they're taking away my freedom. That is our day-to-day life. Look at our life. Where is our freedom? We are always trying to be free, trying to be full of joy and bliss. And that's our very nature. The Upanishad declares, the Vedanta declares again and again. Still, look at our condition, that we are a victim of all these evil forces, which is outside or inside. Where? First of all, you see, yes, outside. And this person is like that, this person is like that. And someone is mean, unkind, impolite. Someone is brutal. So, how I can fight? Now, after some time, you will find, if outside is not so bad, then you will find the demon is where? Is here. We normally don't know them. And all our suffering comes from that demon. This is the month celebrated all over India as Navaratri or mother worship. Shakti, power. That power to destroy all the evils, all the negativities. There you find that the stories in the Devi Mahatmam, that the mother appears and destroys all the demons. The story goes, all the people in the heaven who are gods, and they have their own territory, departments. Say, fire god is the department of fire. And they are ruling peacefully there. And the rain god, the sun god, the moon god, because in every aspect of the manifestation in the nature, there is a traditional idea in Hinduism, there is a divine personality behind this, the cosmic reality behind. And that is called divine, form of the divine. So, and these demons, those who always create trouble everywhere, even in a classroom of 60 boys or girls, and 1 or 2 is enough to destroy the whole piece of the class. So similarly, some that notorious people called, or energy, you call the evil forces, demons, they call Asura. And they fought and just took away the kingdom of all the gods and goddesses. Then what happened? These poor gods and goddesses are dethroned from their kingdom, from their own territory, and they're hiding themselves like we human beings in the earth. And then they prayed to the divine energy, and then there appeared a Shakti, power, all powerful energy, which is called Mother Durga. And then she destroyed all the demons alone with her own majestic power, splitting herself in millions of forms, and fought the demons and their demonic friends or categories of the people of the same temperament who were dethroning the good people and creating trouble for the peaceful people, like that. And the kings. And then they all were killed, and then the gods went back to their own kingdom by the grace of this Divine Mother. So this is the power, Shakti. So this power was generated by the prayer of the gods. So there is God in us, but is overpowered by demon. And as a result, our divine category, our divine power which is innate in us, have been subdued in such a way, we don't find the manifestation of that divinity, and sometimes we manifest our demonic nature. And in the whole world you see, there's a fight between, always it's going on from time immemorial, this fight of the good versus evil, good versus bad, honesty versus dishonesty, lust versus love. So this conflicting duality is continuously going on, and it is really a struggle continuously goes on in outside world as also inside world. When that struggle is not there, people live with joy. In a family, when all are godly, not too much demonic, then it's a peaceful family, joyful family. When the demons get up in the family, then you see, peaceful family is destroyed. A community is a peaceful community. Demons come up, and then you see, there comes the disturbance in a community, in a state, in a country, country to country, international field, all everywhere the fight, the struggle is this demon, demon, demon. It's called Deva Ashura. Deva means godly and Ashura means demonic. What is godly? What is demonic and what is godly? Two traits are there in us. One which identifies with this body and the mind and my selfishness, which identifies with that, me, mine. The whole world is a fight between me, mine and thee and thine. Who is Ashura? Who thinks me and mine only. I don't care for anybody. My pleasure, my fun, my money, my eating, my sleeping, my car, my house. And those who are godly people who say, yes, this is me, but you also are there. There comes, the unselfishness comes. The demonic characters and divine characters are characters, and which make a divine person mean, unkind, because of some evil forces. So this is the struggle, always goes on. It's individual life. Look at our life every day. We have dual play of our own mind. Mind is sometimes saying, shall I do this or not do this? If it is good deed, even anything you do, their mind splits into two. One guides us to the positive direction, one drags us to the negative direction. This struggle is there. So it is called the godly character and demonic character is within us. And the whole world is suffering because of this fundamental point that our divine quality is always overpowered by the negative forces or negative emotions or negative thoughts and negative actions. So Vedanta is always saying that we are divine, we are pure, we are stainless, we are infinite, we are full of bliss, we are absolute by our nature, we are all Satchidananda. That's true. But Vedanta says, why then suffering? They say Vedanta says that is veiled by Maya or ignorance. And in ignorance, it is all clouded mind, creating clouded concept of the world. I see you. Instead of looking at you, something divine, I first project my mood, project my ideas upon someone and judge immediately. That judgment is through my mind. If the mind is clean, good people see God everywhere, goodness everywhere. Evil people always see evil everywhere. As is the coloring of the mind, so is the view of the world. As is my eyeglass colored or tainted, so my vision will be changed. Object remaining the same, unchanged. So, everywhere divinity remaining the same. My perception about this world, my perception about another person is dramatically changing because of the coloring of my mind through which lens I look at the world. So that is called, Vedanta says, you look through ignorance. Because you look through some clouded glass, so you see things hazy. You see things distorted. So correct here then. Correct your eyeglass. There is a story, no? There is a story that there was a king. And doctor suggested that his eyes always have to see the green view. So he was a king. So he ordered, let every house be colored with green color. Every path, every car, anything. Whenever king moves in the state, he should see only green. So change everything. So one monk suddenly appeared there. And he saw, what a queer country. Everything is green. There is no other color, no other combination. And so all green. And he inquired, what is the matter? And he came to know the king has a problem, eye problem. And the doctor had prescribed to have all green to be in his view. Then he met the king and said to the king, so what has happened? Why it is spending so much money to color all the houses, no? Paint all the homes, all the cars, anything visible before it is to be all green. Give me a few pennies, and then I can give you a glass. And now look at that. This is the point. We want to change the world. We want to do good to the world, but without correcting here. So this is and that you see, those who do like that, see the disaster. Because their mind is clouded mind, that should be clean first. So Vedanta says it is because of the ignorance. And here in the Devi, appearance of the Devi, the Divine Mother, that's called Ashura. The evil, negative impulses are there inside us. So, to pure mind, when we correct our attitude, it purifies us and gives a vision of the divine everywhere. And it makes us peaceful, joyful, contented, perfectly happy person. And the society becomes happy. But when it is clouded, it is creating all disastrous actions, and it is emotionally breaking down everything. It is intellectually, it is a fight in every area of our life. It is a fear, anger, frustration, delusion covering everywhere. So goal of our spiritual life is to be all gods. Is it not? Is that the goal? our goal is to be demon, or our goal is to be God? Should be God. But God is also, they have their also little limitation. So what do we say? We want to conquer first the demonic character, and then we rise above, go to the godly character, and then transcend God also. We are. God is some noble character, personalities who do good to the world. But my nature is all good. I need not be good. I am that. That is the I am that bliss. I am that reality. I am that eternal consciousness. So we have to rise to that. So from demonic nature to the divine nature, and divine nature to divine itself. No nature. Nature means you are a person possessing some qualities. You and the quality will be vanishing. That is, duality will collapse. So ultimately Vedanta says we will have to reach that point beyond this duality. So we see the demon outside because this demon is within us. So what happens? How it can be destroyed? First, to know that demon, and then we have to use your own power if you can. And if you fail, after exhausting your power, you will seek for some help. So, first of all, recognize what are the enemies within us and how I can fight with them. And with that fighting, if I fail, where comes the grace of God or grace of the Divine Mother? When the child is playing and does something and is trying to solve the problem, when the child cannot solve them by itself, then it cries to the mother. As so, this Divine Mother, you have to pray to the Divine Mother, then her grace will destroy all other weak points of ours. What are the enemies? You see, in our scripture it is said that the 6 demons are within us. We put always the blame on the outside, but outside maybe there are, because we are all mixture of the same qualities of weak points and good points. So when we look outside and blame only there, that blame comes back to us. Any problem of my life? Because of you. Or because of you. Or somebody, I am the holiest of the holy person. Every problem because of you. So that is our normal thing of watching. But never we look back. Is there anything here? Is there any problem here? So if suppose everyone in any situation looks at themselves, what is my problem? Is there anything? I am to correct it. Then it will change, the whole world will be changed. So what are the major things? Anyone in the world have these 6 demons. It's called Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarja. First of all, Kama, lust. When people fall into that trap of that propensity of the lust, then he or she will fight for it, he will get it, whether right or wrong, in every possible way. That does not mean that we should have not the normal lives of fun and pleasure in life, but it's the obsessiveness of that, that desire more to have for myself, my pleasure, my satisfaction, is the cause of suffering. That's one of the ripu, means enemy. We have 6 enemies I have just mentioned. First enemy is the Kama, is the lust. How it comes? We feel that we are incomplete. So you want to be fulfilled by completing. I will be completed by getting this, having this, and possessing this, holding this under my control. That is in everyone. And that creates the next point. Krodha, anger comes. Suppose any one of you want anything in the world, in the life, for your sense enjoyment or sense gratification, anything comes in the way and obstructs that. What will happen? You will be fomenting against that person or that situation. You will be gradually, if it's too much barrier, then you will be angry. Then anger will take its own course, step by step, down, 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 down. So first is the desire. Good desire is desire, but bad desire is also desire. Immoral desire, unethical desire, that's also desire. And also, I love everyone, I want to be spiritual, that's also a desire. So when this is directed, that's called Asura. When it is directed this way, you call it Deva. You become a Deva. You become a godly person. You become a person of negative character, you become a person of positive character. So, the first point is Kama, and this Kama leads to Krodha. When it is not fulfilled, anger comes. And when anger comes, then you go down, 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 down. Anger, Krodhat, Bhavati Sammoha, you get deluded. You do not know. You forget your dignity. You get confused. Kamat bhavati, krodhat bhavati samma, samma smriti vibrama. Then you forget. You are a dignified person. You should not behave like that. What madness has come and you are throwing the glass and breaking the door and this and that. What are you doing? Taking a gun and shooting somebody, you love him. Because you're anger. Possessed by anger. So you do not know. You have no control over it. Krodhat bhavati sammoha. Then you got deluded. Sammoha smriti vibrama. You forget that you are something else. You have a greater personality, divine personality. You are not this mean guy. And then sammoha buddhi nasa. Then your buddhi, your understanding gets totally lost. And when one's directing force is the buddhi. Intellect is the directing force, no? Our intellect guides us which to do, what not to do. When that goes away from our life, then what happens? Then all disaster come. That's why the symbol, in Indian mythology, all these Asuras, they are like this forces of negativity and forgot their own, what they are doing, they step by step, they go and don't know what is right, what is wrong, and they take all the wrong course, and as a result creates havoc for the whole world. So this is the point that Kama, the Buddhistic idea. Why we are here? Tell me, why we are here? Today you are here. You have a Kama. What is Kama? Desire. What desire? Oh, there will be some spiritual talk, we will listen. No, this is a desire, good desire. But the Asuras will have bad desire. They will, he's much rich person. I'll have to take away his money. Cheat him by any means. Cheating, fraudulent way, going and killing and destroying anything to grab by. So to fulfill the desire, they will act in that way. So Kama is, the Buddhists say, you are here because of what? Because of your desire. Why you are here? Why so much suffering? The Buddhism starts with suffering, no? The life is full of suffering. So why I am here to suffer? Who has forced me to come over here? Is someone else? Well, no. It is your desire. I desire to suffer? Well, no, you do not know. You are unwanted, you will be enjoying. But you took because of your evil tendencies in the mind, you are now put into this suffering condition. So why I am here? Because of my karma. Because you desire to be born. Why I desire to be born? Because I am bound to be born. Why I am bound to be born? Because all my past impressions of actions forced me, goaded me to be born, to enjoy life this way, that way. But this suffering comes from there. So here is the question that Holy Mother said also, if you can become free from all desires, God realization is here and now. That is, so it is a very funny question, funny answer. You will contradict with this proposition. You don't desire anything. How can I survive? Every moment we desire to drink water, we desire to eat something, we desire to go something. Is it all bad? But no, not for that. But that desire makes you forget your dignity. That desire which pulls you down from your own divine nature to the most mean and unkind, animalistic personality. That you have to take care of that kamana. So, desire is then defined as that in name of fulfilling one's need. That is the desire. It's good. Fulfilling one's need is not bad. But in the name of fulfilling one's own need, ego lures one to continuous seeking for self-satisfaction. That's the nature of every one created being. It is insatiable desire in this compelling desire to indulge in sensory temptations. So they want to get something which is immediate joy, immediate pleasure, to have that. And when they run for immediate pleasure, once you get something, then more desire comes, more to accumulate. And that continues. And then it instigates how to get it. If I don't get it in right path, take wrong actions. There comes the philosophy of the Trabuco philosophy or worldly-minded philosophy. What does it say? That if this world, enjoy the world. If you have money, well, if not, go to use your credit card. In early days they would say, also enjoy your life. Borrow money. Eat good food. What is the meaning of this life? This life is temporary. No, you see, we are born, we will die one day. And after it becomes ashes, what is the meaning of this life? It's all meaningless. So enjoy and do whatever you like. This life, squeeze the juice as much as you can of this life. But it does not work that way. Squeezing, we get squeezed. So, this instigates that person in a wrong thought how to get more and more fulfillment. But fulfillment never comes in this mundane way. Fulfillment comes going back to yourself. It is here. It does not come from outside. But wrongly understanding things that outside sensate experiences can give me only joy. Yes, that gives a joy. That gives a glimpse of joy. But to get that eternal joy, you have to go back to yourself. Niskama. I don't want anything. When you say, no, I don't want anything, your idea from outside withdraws, and then you see what a joy is within. Therefore, all the holy people we worship, we keep their pictures in our altar. They are the people who are totally forgotten the outside, desiring from outside. They desire what is to be done from within. So that and then when someone is driven in the wrong thoughts and wrong ideas, and then naturally wrong thoughts, wrong ideas and wrong action. And when that wrong action, it abuses one or all of the senses in the pursuit of pleasure. So then people go on abusing their all energies into a negative direction. And then it is for the sight, sound, touch, lust after inordinate physical comfort, even abusing the sense organs differently. It leads to frustration. And then they become reckless. They become a harmful element into the society whether here or there. So you see, who are the good people? Who have less desire and less, next thing will be that desire is to be good. But if it creates anger in you, then it is not good. But anger comes. Unfulfilled desire, naturally anger comes. Desire frustrated, results anger. Destroying, what it destroys? Destroying all our good qualities. Anger, a person of learned background, good person in the society, spiritual person, everything goes away when one is overpowered by anger. Reason binding. Reason does not work that time. When you get angry, if you are reason bound, then you will not be angry. Then you can check yourself. Okay, it has happened, it's minor thing. I need not be so upset. I will deal it differently. But not just being forced into the emotion of anger. Health impairing behavior in many ways, no? When people get that, anger comes, they sometimes destroy their own body as also. Mam atma paradehesu. Gita says, they forget that I reside in the body. They abuse their own body and I reside in others' body also. They abuse the others' body. So that many ways that imparting that bad behavior, like impatience, violence, jealousy, resentment, etc. And now, suppose krodha, suppose you have surpassed krodha, you are okay, you are having the kama, desire to get something, anger came, you could manage that anger, but then while come, third problem will arise, impulse will come, lobha, greed. Greed is such a faculty that it will fail to scrutinize and judge the errors that is ingrained in one's concept and ideas. One acts not only for the sake of duty, rightness, but to fulfill undisciplined whims like likes and dislikes, ungoverned appetite for the sensate experiences. So lobha means greed. You know how we are a subject of greed, no? Money, greed for money, greed for even suppose food is a good thing, example. You like some food, it may not be healthy, but you tasted once, it's good, desire, instant satisfaction. Then you think that, oh, it is good, let me have it. Then you get third time, then you get fourth time. So you are indulging yourself in the greed to have it. Money is a big thing. Wealth, money, prosperity, land, property, house, building. Greed for anything may come. That if it is not analyzed, this is an enemy because it is making me run like a slave to the sense objects and not giving me any time to see who am I, where is my peace, where is peace. A person driven by kama and driven by krodha and by this greed, where is the peace of that person? And if its greed overpowers, then it becomes moha. Moha means you get attached to that. You hold on to that. It is very difficult to get out of that attraction of the object which does not give joy, but I think it will bring me peace. And then when you get all this attached to your own possessions and wealth and other things, then what will happen? It will bring you pride. I am somebody. All the asuras in the Devi Mahatma will see how they are proud of their own. I am the king of the world. Who is God there? I am the Lord of the world. No? Their arrogance, pride is so high up, they don't consider others as human being even. So, and then comes the effect, another effect comes jealousy. And jealousy is a dangerous thing. Jealousy, it destroys the peace of the person. Someone is becoming very happy. You should be happy with the happiness of others. But there are people, You becoming a little rich, you have a good car, then the neighboring person, oh, he has a good car, how come? He has earned money, he has done his car, got a good car. But that brings the jealousy. So these are the very important obstacles, negativities in the characters that prevent us from our realization of our divine nature. Gita suggested that Trividham Narakasya Daram. There are triple is the gate to hell. Hinduism don't actually have hell, permanent hell. But it's temporary punishment area. So that type of hell. So it is the gateway to go to hell. What are the three? Kama, Krodha, Tatha, Lobha. That means Kama is the lust, Krodha is the anger, and third is the greed. These three are the way that leads us to the hellish experience. Hell means hellish experience. You need not have to really go to a hell as is described in our imagination or picture, that you go and you will be fried into the frying pan and then be boiled into the oil and you will be pierced through like that. So not that, but even in this life, it is a hellish experience, this Kama, Krodha and Lobha. And it says that Sri Ramakrishna is to say that what happens, Gita suggests that you think of the objects and whatever you think, your mind gets associated with that. No. Suppose I give the example, suppose you are watching television and you suddenly see one advertisement come. Advertisement, what will be favorite advertisement? Maybe, give a gross example. You want to have some knife, a set of knife. They will say that your old knife, you are cutting, see how trouble is that it is doing. And it's a new knife, just and in one stroke it is cut. So 1999, just order now. So when they say, suppose you are watching that, you have set up all this knife and other things, but seeing that, first desire comes, oh, it's good. It's not? The first impression will come, it's good. Then you say, oh, I can have it. I can order it. Now you go step by step and give an order and the things come back. So that is dhayato vishayan pungsha. Vishaya, the sense objects, whatever. Suppose there is a good advertisement of ice cream. As if you are eating the ice cream, no? You see the ice cream is, and they give a good smiling face of somebody, no? And you'll, my God, it's good, then I'll have to try. See how subtle way, observing that and associating with that, a subtle desire is popping up in this. And then that will be grosser, dhayato vishayan pungsha. You see that and then you contemplate, your mind will be contemplate, oh, it is good it seems, I'll have to have it. So you are thinking of that again and again. And sangasteshu pujayat, as a result, you get attached to that thinking, thought. And sangat, and whenever that thought gets connected with your object, that is good thing, I want to get it, then comes the desire, and then desire moves you to the fulfillment of that desire. If it is right way or wrong way, then you go on into that, and then gradual, all these things come. So Gita suggests that attachment grows in the mind. Where the attachment grows? It goes in our mind. And about any worldly thought, even spiritual thought is also same thing. You suddenly come in contact with something which is spiritual. What happens? That gives a good feeling. And then you try to associate with that. You say, wow, I went to the temple and it was a wonderful experience for me. See, that association bringing you a desire to come second time, to the third time, and that is taking you to the path of liberation and freedom. Similarly, the other way, it goes when you associate. That's why even the bhakti school, they say that asatsanga, avoid evil company. Why? Because that evil company will instigate the evil tendencies in us, and that evil tendency will force us, that is a potential power in it, it will force us to act in particular way, which will take to the downward journey of our spiritual life. So it is, if one engages oneself on that object for a long time, then there comes attachment, and from that attachment desire takes birth, and with this enhancement, when it is not satisfied, mind takes anger, vritti and other things. And therefore, it is how it works, that when I see any object, sensate object, it immediately, I like it or I dislike it. Disliking is also same. Too much likes and too much dislikes are all obstacles in spiritual life. You like it, that will enhance your liking a little more next time, little more next time. You dislike, disliking starts in one point and it grows and grows and grows, and dislike becomes so much strong that it becomes a disastrous thing in life. So how you can get out of that? You can. So the tendency of the mind comes to repeat. If you get attached, or you love at first sight, we call. When you see something and you feel love, that's once. But that increases your desire to be associated with that again and again, repeated. And likingness then grows. With the likingness, wish to come close to the object will happen, and then it possess that and hold that desire. Suppose you see that ice cream is good, but ice cream is good, it will not give you joy. Ice cream should be there, and you should have to take in your hand, and you should have to put in your mouth. So that only seeing the ice cream will not do. You find likingness for that. And when get the likingness, then get it, possess it, have it for yourself. So these are the steps it takes us, every one of us move in this direction. So impulse then of anger comes, and that anger throws the mind of into confusion. And then when confusion comes, it casts a veil over the wisdom, that our wisdom, our knowledge, we accrued in the past in our spiritual life, or we have heard about that. Deprived of the moral standards, one is prevented from using one's own way of thinking. And failing to rightly discriminate, one acts irrationally on the impulse of passion and paves the way to moral and spiritual death. So these are the points what we have to understand, that 6 enemies has been mentioned in the scripture. Ramakrishna used to sing a song, that, "Oh mother, this I have dug my own well to kill myself. This is a Punya Khetra, this is a holy land. God is everywhere, it's God's play going on. The whole universe is nothing but God. God has created. The God created in His own image. No? His image means, what is He? He is purity. He is love. He is compassion. He is holiness. And if He is created in the image, then we are all holy. We are all pure. But this holiness and purity is forgotten. So therefore, this holy land, I have created a well. And that well, how I created? With my desire, with my expectation, with my anger, with this 6, anger, greed, attachment, pride and jealousy. These 6 things, I have dug it and I am drowned into that. And in that well, it is all not a safe place to live. It is, I have cut that, dig that well, and there it is a venomous snake. What is the snake? Is waiting to kill me. What is that? It is the time. Time, click, 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 click. It's taking away every split second is going away from our life. And we are engaged in this kama, krodha, lobha, moha and matsarya. As a result, when I die, what will happen? I am dead, because I have no inner potentiality at all. Time. That means life is an opportunity. Life is an opportunity. We all get the opportunity to live this life. But how we utilize this, how we fall in the trap of these enemies, or we conquer them. So that's the point. Sri Ramakrishna suggests that, oh mother, it is not the fault of anyone. Dos karu nai go ma ami shakhato solile dube mori shama. Dos karu nai go ma. Oh mother divine, it is not fault of anyone. It is my fault. Dharma dharma holo kodando sarup. I have taken a spade, which is called the righteous living and non-righteous living. And with these 6 passions, which we talked about, I dug this well for myself. And I am now encircled by a deadly snake. And that is the time. What is the deadly snake? Time. Clicking of the time. It is going, and I am hopeless. Please now come, oh mother, come to my rescue. Here is the question. First, recognize our enemies here. There are many enemies we can talk about in different ways, but at least you can remember these 6. That will be great. And then this kama, krodha, lobha, last, anger, greed, attachment, pride and jealousy, which is always here. And I am drowned into the life, in the condition of our suffering and pain in this life. And I am to blame myself. I cannot blame anyone. I did it because my desire, my expectation, my fulfillment, my holding on to things, my infatuation, my greed, all this has created what I am now. So, mother, please, I recognize this. I am trying to get out, but I cannot. Please help me. Oh, mother, come in my rescue. So, this is very important idea that what we have to do to get out of this. Our Bhakti school says, Kastarati, Kastarati Mayam. Who can conquer this drowning force of the ignorance? Or Maya, Jasangang Stajuti, one who learns to detach, one who has learned how to give up. Yo Mahanubhavam, who inculcates nobler attitude, nobler spiritual ideas, and who becomes Nirmamo Bhavati, me and mine, me only, me. The whole world goes around me and mine. Spiritual people will be thee and thine. Of course, I will be there. Spiritual people will find joy in the giving, seeing the joy in others. And demonic people will find jealousy. He is smiling. Why he should smile? As if everyone should cry. They cannot tolerate someone is happy, someone is peaceful, someone is smiling, someone is having wealth, someone is having good life in their life. So that is the enemy in us, and that comes back to us if we inculcate those, and that you have to get out of that. Therefore, association is important. Wherever we keep our mind, our association, our attachment goes over there. Therefore, this attitude should be cultivated, that we have to give up our impulses. Our impulses to talk. Shall we not talk? Well, yes, you talk. Nobler talks. Mundane talks. We are spending whole day talking, and our energy is gone. Manobegam. The impulses of the mind, restlessness of the mind. And we are supporting that. When restlessness comes, try to control that. Say, I am the master. Why shall I be slave of my mind? And then jivha begam, the impulses of the tongue. The whole world, or all the cooking areas are the tongue area. The That is, it takes away about how much of our life. 90% of our life it takes away. Everything for eating and experiencing delicious food, no? But it should not be bad to experience food, but to be goaded by that impulse which makes us restless. That should not be. We should not be what we call the slave of anything. We should be the master of anything. That is called freedom. Freedom is mastery. When I like, I will do. When I don't like, I am not. It's my control. So this is the manovegam, jivhavegam, manasobegam, restlessness of flickering of the mind, impulses to speak non-God talk, are mundane, useless things, unbridled senses that is the darkest region of ignorance. So these are to be given up. And the scripture Vedanta says all our ashana, expectation, desire is to be given up. But don't take it negatively. After hearing such a talk, you may be frustrated that I am talking that you should be a piece of stone. No desire. No. You will have desire. You enjoy more. Why are you finishing your enjoyment with a little? If I give you 1 million, will you be happy, or you will be happy with $10? So we are all happy with $10. We don't want $1 billion. How to do that? You crave for God. You see the beauty in every leaves. You see the beauty in every face. It's the divine lurking behind that. And enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. See, tongue. You want to eat? Okay? Can you think? I am eating to the millions of the mouth. How much you will eat to this one mouth? How much delicious food? How long you will enjoy? Here to tongue. Tongue to throat. Finish. Your experience is gone. So what? Suppose Vedanta teaches, think that I am in everyone. That's also kamana, desire. I am enjoying to all the beauty in the universe, to millions of eyes, not 2 eyes, to all the eyes. So expand yourself, expand yourself, expand yourself, and go out of this little pettiness of these 6 evils which restricts us, me and mine, my body, my enjoyment, my desire, my expectation, my attachment. I want to hold on. I don't want to give it. So that, give up that. And do your best. And at the end say, oh Mother, take care. Thank you. Om Rogana Sheshan Apahangsitushta Rushta Tukaman Shakalan Avishtan Tamaschitanang Nabhipat Naranam Tvamasrita hi asrayatang prayanti. Om Shanti 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 hi. O Mother Divine, you destroy all the illness, physical, mental or spiritual, when you are pleased. But when you are wrathful, you frustrate all the desires longed for and kill the enemy. No calamity befalls one who takes refuge in you. Those people become the refuge of others who have sought for you and you alone in their life to conquer this ignorance and enemy of rage. Thank you. Peace, peace, peace.